But let us go to breaking news immediately. Our NBA insider extraordinaire, Adrian Wojnarowski, has been dropping bombs left and right, and we have a new one this morning. Woj, what do we have?
Greeny, Anthony Davis is finalizing a 5-year, $190 million max deal to return to the Lakers. His agent, Rich Paul, tells me that deal will include an early termination option before the 5th year, before the 24-25 season. So now Anthony Davis and LeBron James both locked up long term. I'm told that Davis could sign that contract as soon as today.
Yeah, so LeBron with a 2-year extension on top of the year that he had. That's 3 more years for him. AD for 5 years now. So the Lakers in extraordinarily good shape going into this season. And I mentioned Woj has been very busy with that breaking news on top of the trade last night. For those, Woj, who didn't see it, let's go through the monster deal from the NBA last night, the Rockets and the Wizards.
Yeah, John Wall headed to the Houston Rockets, along with a 2023 first-round pick for Russell Westbrook. That was a deal that came together very quickly yesterday. The two general managers talked for the first time in weeks in the afternoon, and they had a deal a few hours later, agreed on the parameters of the deal. And now, you know, for both Houston and Washington, each is trying to please their franchise player, James Harden and Bradley Beal. They exchanged point guards. Both point guards wanted to go to the other team. And there's a lot at stake for both Washington and Houston now as they move forward and trying to keep Bradley Beal, trying to keep James Harden long term.
So many moving parts in all of this. Again, it's almost hard to keep track of. Is there any way of gauging at this point how this will impact James Harden, who we know has been giving serious thought to wanting out of Houston? Do we have any way of knowing if this will make him happy?
Well, he had a preference of John Wall over Westbrook, although in the last couple of years, you know, Harden has moved teammates in and out, brought Chris Paul in, moved him out. Same with Russell Westbrook now. Whether that's going to be enough to convince him to want to be there long term, Rockets aren't sure about that. They do have a cushion to work with. Remember, James Harden's under contract for 2 more years. So they're going to start the season with Harden and Wall, and they're hopeful that John Wall can get back to that all-star form, a 5-time all-star, a former #1 overall pick. And if they can get John Wall back playing at a high level, you know, they're hopeful that will help to make a case to James Harden.
All right, so just extraordinary. Again, recapping last night, Woj, with the news of the huge trade, and this morning, breaking right here on Get Up, it is a 5-year, $190 million deal for Anthony Davis. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.